Okay.
Yo, it's the OT99 bantering where opinions are shared and smoke gets served. Look, we're back again with another show. It's your boy Firms, and I'm joined today by NK and Ed Weezy. What's good, fam? What are you saying, NK?
I'm doing good, man. How's everyone doing today?
Yeah, I'm good.
Bro,
I'm good.
We're all blessed. We're all blessed, bro. What you saying, Ed?
Yeah, I'm good, man. I'm good, man.
What's this? Wait. What is this banner doing up here? Where did this come from? Look, let me get rid of that. I don't know what that is all about, but that's not the type of banner we need to be showing because that was past news. But we can touch on that anyway. But I don't think we need to really. Today is about Manchester United versus Brentford. Brentford is at home. Manchester United away. This is a crazy difficult fixture. It's going to be very different to the Manchester United-Chelsea game, which you would have saw last week. This one, no, not last week, but was it last week?
Yeah.
We had internationals.
Yeah, it was.
Whatever. Last week. Yeah, last week. Look, this is going to be a difficult game. Historically, Manchester United struggle against Brentford when Brentford are at home. You want to guess the last time that we actually got a victory, 3 points against Brentford at home? Let's do a bit of trivia.
I mean, since they got promoted.
Bro, the last time we beat Brentford, right, at their home ground, we had Greenwood playing for us. We had Greenwood, bro. The game ended 3-1. Mason Greenwood.
Oh, wow.
Mason Greenwood, bro. That's bad. Very bad. You know, it's a tough fixture. Do you know what I mean? And I think the only difference...
They haven't done too well this year so far, bro.
They have, you know what? They got some decent. Like if you look at their fixtures, though, like if we look at their fixtures, right? They got a W against Aston Villa. That was in the EFL. You know, they got that penalty. Went to penalties and they won that. They drew with
Nottingham Forest.
They drew with Chelsea. They beat Villa. And then Mönchengladbach, they 2-2. And
they
then
lost to Nottingham Forest. They lost to Sunderland.
What are you talking this season? No, actually, yeah. Sorry, let me go to overall. Sorry, yeah. So they lost against Fulham.
They lost, yeah. Then they lost against Sunderland.
Yeah, lost against Sunderland, and they beat Bournemouth, which is also a difficult fixture.
But then Bournemouth had 10 men as well.
Yeah, true. But it's a tricky game.
Yeah, it was a tricky game.
It is a tricky game, man. And look, let's start off with this.
Everything's a tricky game for Man United. Let's be honest. It doesn't matter who we're playing. Every game's a tricky game.
Nepa took NK's light, bro. You know the ones there. You know the ones like in Nige, bruv, where the generator just conks out, fam. That backup generator just didn't kick in for NK, bro. But yeah, look, it's one of them ones. What's your thoughts though on? Because obviously, there's news out that, you know, for personal reasons, Amad Diallo is unable to, you know, to make this game.
Yeah, condolences. I had a person in his family, isn't it? So condolences to him and his family.
What happened? Do you know? Because
they said that so he's dealing with a bereavement in his family. That's what online. Yeah. So I think I don't want to misquote it. I think if I put his name in online, I think he even said it on BBC News. It was like
really
BBC. Let's see. BBC may not have given time off for bereavement, and then someone was saying shares tragic personal news about Ahmed. Yeah, so I think it says a bereavement here on BBC, but a family member. So if that's the case,
sad,
condolences to him and the family. It is, yeah.
Yeah. Condolences to Ahmad and whoever
Yeah.
that family, to the whole family, actually. It
Yeah, I
doesn't
think,
matter what
and it says
family
here, Fabrizio Romano has on his page has said that, quoted from Amram saying that Diallo's not with us due to a passing in his family. Ahmed is not with us as a member of his family passed away.
It's sad, you know. It's just a quick reminder, innit, about life. Like life could have its ups and it can have its downs, you know. Jota and his brother, you know, that wasn't too far away. He passed from a car accident. You have, you know, news happening everywhere, man, everywhere. And so, you know what, if that's a big shout out to Amad Diallo, man, and condolences to him and his family. Look, and you know, obviously he's not going to be available for this.
Yeah, so he had to return home. So I don't know whether that's back in Italy or back in Africa. So yeah, condolences to him.
Shout out Ahmad. So also another person missing the lineup. The match fixture against Brentford will be Mazraoui as well. Mazraoui is not available to play. I'm not sure what's going on with him as well. I don't know if he's injured. Let me see what's happening with him. I just know that he's out till, is it mid-October or something like that? Somewhere in October, anyways. He's out, so he's got a little injury there as well. So no Mazraoui and no Amad Diallo. And that brings me to think about what the fixture list will look like then, because I mean the starting lineup will look like for Manchester United against Brentford. Because what's your thoughts? Because in terms of that defense, right? Let's start with the goalkeeper. Do you feel like Lamons gets his debut? Or do you think he's going to stick with Banter, Amarim? Is he going to stick with Banter?
Yeah, he's going to stick with Banter.
I would have thought that he would have started though against Brentford. It's less. I mean, it's not like Brentford's going to be. To be honest though, it is a game where there's a lot of goals. Like Man United concede goals, but it's historically a game where there's over 2 goals in a game. So to be honest, whoever's in goal is going to be tested. It's going to be tested. However, we can see as well that a lot has changed in Brentford, man. A lot's changed with Brentford when we've been playing them versus now. So I would have potentially risked Lamont, but yeah, look. So you're saying buying there and goal, left back, right back, knowing what you know now, who's starting?
It's gonna be the wing backs are gonna be Dalot and Dogu.
Yeah.
It's gonna pick itself, isn't it? Dalot and Dogu.
Yeah, Dalot and Dogu.
How about the centre backs then? Because obviously we went with against Chelsea. It was a surprise centre back partnership with Maguire.
I think he's gonna keep the same backline that played against Chelsea. If there is any change, it might probably be maybe Luke Shaw in for Nani-Yaro. I don't know why he dropped Nani-Yaro. I kind of understand why he did it.
Yaro didn't start though, did he, against Chelsea?
Oh, you mean Shaw out and Euro in? That's the change that's going to happen.
Yeah, but I think he's going to keep it the same way anyway, because and to me it got to do with what he won from his centre backs. It's two things. The Amorim's system, I know, and you know, I was thinking about it. A lot of people talk about, oh, we need midfielders. I think he actually needs centre backs, because his whole system is about the back line. First of all, he needs his wing backs to be creative, because they tend to receive the ball more in attack. So he needs great wing backs, and then his centre backs to have majority of the ball. And also when it's come to like pressing too, he needs his centre backs to be aggressive. If you watch the Chelsea game, I mean, at times, De Ligt was all the way in like the Chelsea box pressing. Yeah. But the problem is, if you watch when Casemiro got a red card, go see what happened. Luke Shaw went to go try to be aggressive, didn't get there on time, and that's what made Casemiro do that stupidity that he did anyways. But that was because the centre back was out of position, so naturally he was trying to do a tactical foul. and that happens that will happen quite a lot. The way the centre backs play, when they go aggressive, sometimes they leave the position because you always ask yourself, why do we play a back five yet we cannot keep a clean sheet? And that's because of the way the centre backs play. But I think Nene hasn't been aggressive good enough. And maybe that's why he's trying to kind of like reshuffle it and see. Because remember, Bruno made that comment against Man City that Nene was supposed to press and he didn't press. So I don't know if that's why he got dropped. But I always knew that Maguire was going to come in because we needed someone who's good on the ball to distribute it. I don't know what he kind of like feel like he need with this game, but there's a saying, you never change a winning back line. You never do. So
that seems to be the theme though with Amorim, like whether it's during the game in play or whether it is, game by game, he seems to always tamper with that back line. He's always seeming to take one out and replace them with the other. So
because like I said, his back line too, he need them in possession, he need them in defensive too. So, whereas other managers will change their midfield, I think he feel like he can influence game more by changing his center backs than his midfielder. Because to me, I think the system that we play, the midfielders have a very limited role.
Yeah.
Compared to the center backs, the center backs are required to do so much more than the center midfielders. So I think that's why tactically he normally try to kind of like change the center backs because they see the ball more. They are more aggressive too. So maybe the way in which they distribute the ball can give us like a different kind of like tactical aspect of the game. But I expect it to be the same.
No, that's interesting. And just before I continue with the lineup setup, did I say when we last beat Brentford at home, at their home ground, the last time we beat them? Yeah, obviously it was I mentioned that Greenwood was playing for Man United, which gives it away in terms of the year. But Manchester United last beat them in January, the 19th of January 2022, in their home ground. So obviously we've played them at our home ground and we've beaten them more recently, but at their home ground, it's not been nice. So it'll be interesting to see how that cut plays out. But yeah, look, in the midfield then situation, and obviously, Casemiro got that red card. He got that second yellow, led to a red card, and he's going to be out of the game. So we know Bruno's going to be a guaranteed starter. Who do you see staying playing alongside Bruno, Edwin?
I want Mainly to get a start, man.
Do you think he starts?
Man, that boy's not starting.
No, I know what will happen because Casemiro is suspended, right? So it'll probably be what's this guy's name?
Ugarte.
Yeah, but I want to see Mainly play. Like, I would rather play Bruno in a 10 and play Ugarte and Mainly. But the problem is that Cunha's back now and Mbuemo is going to play, and he probably wants to play Sesko up there as well. So it'll probably be Ugarte, to be honest, but I would rather see Mainly play.
Could Mainly actually, against Brentford though, I don't look at their team, look at their midfield and think, oh wow, like we're gonna get mash up in midfield. Like who they got? Like they got Damsgaard, he's pretty good. Norgard obviously went to Arsenal. Who else is in their midfield? They've got let's see.
I haven't really watched them. Are they still playing through at the back now? What's their formation now? I mean, I know they played good against City a few weeks back.
They played 4-2. They played a 4-2. No, they played 3 at the back against Villa in the EFL Cup. Let's see what they played against Chelsea.
They changes it.
At Chelsea, they played 5 at the back. They played Henderson in midfield, Jensen and Yarmolyuk. Can't pronounce his name. Butchered his name.
Because the thing is, United, we struggle to play a team that play through the back. We very much struggle to play when teams play through the back. I feel like they kind of like cancel us out, because if you watch it, Fulham did that, and literally our wing backs or what do you call it, the 2-10s hardly go into the game. Hardly. When Burnley came to Old Trafford, I thought Burnley was going to set up as a back three. They didn't do that. And literally, we opened them up. Literally. And Chelsea too. Chelsea went a back three, and you know, they considered the goals, but you consider that when it became 10v10, they were the much better team, you know, because they so.
Yeah.
I don't know if teams are starting to kind of like find us out by playing the back three, because when they do that and then they stop our wing backs or finding space, it kind of like it limits us.
Which is worse, which is why I'm thinking, because there's a high chance, there's a good probability. I mean, they played 4-2-3-1, no 4-2-3-1, yeah, against Sunderland. But the other games against Chelsea, where they drew 2-2, they played 5 at the back. And then when they played against Fulham again, they played 5 at the back. So it's whether they look at Manchester United and feel like Manchester United is a big enough threat for them to play 5 at the back or 4. But then that even raises further the question, because if they are going to play 5 at the back, then do we need Ugarte, and should we not be going with additional creativity?
They've only won one game this season.
Who was it?
Yeah, I'm just checking out. They've only won against Aston Villa, and then that's it.
Yeah, no, Bournemouth.
Few draws in there.
They beat Bournemouth 2-0, innit? Is that the one you're talking about? And Villa, Bournemouth and Villa.
See, I'm gonna say this, and I don't even know where you stand with the manager. I don't really know, but maybe I'm guessing like you probably like to stay on the fence. To me, if he doesn't go and bring Brentford and get that back-to-back wins, I think all excuses need to be stopped making for this manager.
Wait. Let's finish off the lineup first, because we stopped. So you're saying in the midfield, NK, you're saying Ugarte and Bruno. Is that what you're saying? Is that the selection?
I mean, the guy's predictable. You already told us who's in competition with who. So to me, if one of them is suspended, I expect to see the other guy in there, because that's what you told us. You know? And Amrin never surprises you. He just do what you think he's gonna do. So I expect Ugarte to beat Ugarte and Bruno, unless you put Bruno in the number 10 position, which I don't see him doing it now that Cunha is available and Mason Mount is available. So I think it's going to be Bruno and Casemiro, similar to like Man City. That was the midfield that played against Man City, right? Yeah, so I think he's going to do that. Away from home, I think he's going to go for the two of them away from home.
Don't you think that he could play Bruno in that number 10 position, at least for half of the game, play mainly when Ugarte in the midfield, and then bring off Cunha? Because Cunha, yeah, he did start the last game, right? Didn't he? But I don't think
he came on as a sub. He came on as a sub.
He came on as a sub.
But here
he didn't complete the 90 minutes, did he?
But
he didn't
To
complete.
me, here is the thing,
though. Like that, and then he comes on second half, and then Bruno drops deeper, and then maybe
I don't think he's gonna do that, because to me, if you don't trust a player, you don't give them their first start away from home in a game that you think it might be difficult, in a ground that you hardly win. Do you get what I'm trying to say? This is not a time to put a Kobe Menu. Maybe against Sunderland, you will say, okay, you know what? Let me start Kobe against Sunderland. It's at home. It's a newly promoted team, so let me do that. I don't see him doing it against Brentford in a game where, one, it's an opportunity to get back-to-back win. It's a tough ground. We haven't won away from home. I think we played 2 away games now, drawn 1, lost 1. I don't think it's a game where he will put a guy that he don't trust in. I don't see him doing it. I don't see him doing it.
Look,
he's a very cautious manager.
You got the last lineup pretty spot on with Maguire.
And he's a very cautious manager. Don't like to take risks. So I don't see him taking risks by playing Kobe in there that you don't trust in midfield, and you know that away from home you expect your 2 midfielder to do a lot of running. I don't see him doing it. I'll be very, very surprised if he does it, but I don't see him doing it.
So what does the front three pick itself then, Ed? Ed, does the front three pick itself?
What?
Potentially. What do you think, NK, about the front three?
I think the front three picks itself.
Ahmad was playing. Ahmad is out, isn't it? So it was what do you call it? Mbuemo. I think what do you call it? I think Cisco is gonna play, and then my guess is he'll probably bring Cunha back.
Yeah. Or I won't be surprised if he does that formation where he plays Mount, Cunha, and then Mbuemo.
I think Mount's injury meant that he's out of the team. Unfortunately for him. Unfortunately, I I think his injury came at the wrong time for him. Injury came at the wrong time. And I say that because if you watch how we got a penalty against Chelsea where it was a long ball and Cisco won the first ball for Mbuemo to run onto it.
Palmer thought it was cold. Then it came to us. Hey!
I think away from home, that might be a good way to kind of like create chances, isn't it? Where you go long and then Cisco win the first ball and then we kind of like try and win the second ball like that. So
they mocked me, They said, "Oh, shameless!" The shameless fan base. They said when I did those bars, they said shameless.
I said, they always say that with you,
Bro, they're on to me, bro. This guy, oh my, they start dissing me left, right, center. Bro, look, when you get a victory and when you support Man United and you get a W, bro, how shameless? Like, I'm gonna get shameless because Manchester United has not won 2 games in a row. When I get a W, please allow me the space and the grace.
I think one thing that I would say about you though, unlike us, you have very much adapted your mind into a team that is kind of like a mid-table team. So you see Man United as a mid-table team. So you are able to enjoy this type of like victories, isn't it? Whereas we are not there yet. We see more for a team. So you can get excited for this thing. I'm still not there. I still don't see the team as a mid-table team. I don't see it just yet. But hey,
bro, this team, Man United, bro. Do you know what's sad as well? I know you was talking about Man United needing the defenders, and I'm just surprised that I don't know if Amorim has been telling people like De Ligt or Yoro or anyone else like that to push up, and they just weren't able to do it. Like De Ligt was able to do it, but it highlights the I think more now. It's highlighting the importance of the centre back position and getting someone with that profile. And you know what? Martinez, I'm hoping that I see him I hope that we get a surprise, whether it's in the Brentford game or if it's in the Sunderland game, at least seeing this guy on the bench because he's a name, and he's a profile and he's a player that definitely is aggressive, definitely likes to get on the front foot and can definitely do what De Ligt did against Chelsea. And to be honest,
Martinez in Tim Hag, the season last season. Remember when Tim Hag started to come and play him as a left back, and he had to defend the channels. That is one of his weakest. That is one of his weakest. Trying to kind of like go defend the channels, be aggressive. See, as a centre back, there is a certain area that you can be aggressive at. But when they ask you to go to that uncomfort zone, they struggle with that. The roles that he wants his centre backs to play. Not a lot of centre backs can do that job. Like it's very hard to find those type of like centre backs. In the Portuguese league, you can get them to do that, but in the Premiership, and that's why you see centre backs are always, because in the game when you're there, obviously you are told that, hey, you know what, I need you to go be aggressive towards this. But during the game and when you are on the football pitch and you've played football before, when it's there's so many things going on there, you are second guessing yourself because the guy that you're supposed to go press is in a position that if you go there, you just feel like, if I go there, I'm going to vacate this space here. And that might lead to trouble. So during games, because there is instructions and there's also you thinking for yourself and making the right decision on the football pitch too, And that's the bit that's kind of like harder too. If you follow the instruction to a T, you might get dragged out of your position, and that might create a new space for them to kind of like exploit. But then you don't do that too.
Yeah.
Right. So for you need players, one, to carry out distractions too, but you also need them to be able to read the situation and be able to know what to do at the right time. And I think a lot of players kind of like struggle with that, with the man mark aspect of it, moving you around and all that kind of stuff. It's very hard. Very, very hard to play.
I hear it. I mean, outside on the left, when he gets dragged out left, like occupying those left back positions, he looks a bit vulnerable there. But obviously, some of the pros that he can do is like advance that long ball, the ball split, that splitting passes.
I think we need to forget about Martinez this season, man. We need to forget about him this
Keep
season.
that dream alive. Nihao Kambi says, thoughts on the formation? Do you think it needs to change to 4-2-3-1? Look, I've been becoming more and more like receptive to the idea of a formation change, like, but not under Amorim. I want Amorim to continue to do what he's doing. Like, I still feel like the Brentford and Sunderland game is going to be important to see where we're at. You know, all the statistics are saying Manchester United are doing the right things. We just need to get the conversion right. Look, we just need to see where we stand. Obviously, we've had the difficult start.
But friends, how is 2 games going to change you guys' mindset? You had a whole year, and then I don't understand it, because to me, anyways, if I believe in a system,
this guy.
No, I'm being serious, because people are basing the result on it to kind of like make their conclusion. But to me, if I like what I see on a tactical level, sometimes you can understand the results aspect of it. My problem with Amorim is not even to do with the result. It's one, the way in which he motivates players, and I think tactically too. I feel like tactically the way he set up his team, the instruction that he gave us his players, I don't think it will work in the Premiership. So I don't need 2 games to change my. We can beat Brentford 6-0. It's still not going to change my opinion about the tactical aspect of it, because I don't know why 2 games is going to change you guys' opinion. Listen. I don't get it. I don't know what is it that you guys are looking for that's going to change you guys' opinion.
In the first 5 games, Manchester United is obviously at Chelsea, City, and Arsenal, right? And we're within 2 points of top 3. Now, Manchester United last season hadn't won a back-to-back game. This is a clear opportunity to see whether we have got the ability to go on and just win back-to-back games. So that's one test that we've got to see. 2, Brentford, historically at their home ground, is a very difficult fixture for us. Manchester United getting a victory out of that game is, again, another type of pivotal moment for us to show that, yes, like, and I know that's a weakened team, because I know they haven't got Ivan Toney, they haven't got Mbuemo, they haven't got their manager, they haven't got a number of people there. But for us, historically, that's just always been a tough fixture. 3, Manchester United, it shows that Manchester United, across, and I know you're going to argue this, but across the broad range of stats, whether it's chance creation, whether it's shots on goal, whether it's touches on the box, everything like that, And I know you can say, what does that mean if we're doing if it's not like, you know what I mean? You can always query a stat. But where I'm coming from is that across the board of stats, and I'm talking like 6, 7, 8, 9 stats for all the Premier League teams, Manchester United is ranking number 1. And it's just showing like, because what you can query about the stats of Manchester United, you can query about the stats of any team in the Premier League. So the team that's number 2, number 3, number 5, number 6, you can say, but that chance you created wasn't really, like, you can do all of that stuff, because Manchester United are clearing it across the board, which is not the case in previous seasons. It's showing that Manchester United is generally working harder and working more on it. And it just seems like what we're lacking is the same issue we had last season, which is converting.
One thing that I want to say, because I noticed something about this manager, is that most of the time, even during halftime or so like that, his team talk always make the team become worse than it was. For example, Chelsea, against Chelsea, we are 2-0 up. Somehow we went halftime, came back, and then we became a much worse team than we was. So to me, this game, one thing I'm looking about, because I already know about his tactics, that's not going to change my opinion. Mentally, I want to see how, because everybody is expecting us to go and do the back-to-back win, because it's the perfect opportunity to do that.
I'm not expecting. I'm just hoping.
No, but well, we know that because you think we are a mid-table team or even a relegation team. So I'm not even talking to you.
So okay, what do you think we are? What do you think Manchester United is currently right now?
I mean, if you go and spend money, because I don't rate the manager. That's number
if
one.
If I go and buy Gucci and Louis Vuitton, does it mean that I'm a baller?
So like, why did they go buy them then?
Because they're
to me, because here is my problem though. I don't understand why they went to go buy Cunha and Mbuemo for this team. I don't understand why. So because from a recruitment point of view, why go do that?
NK, Liverpool went and bought Wirtz. Everyone is ridiculing Wirtz because he's not having zero impact. He's getting out-muscled in this team, and they paid a record fee. Do you know what I mean? Like, obviously, Manchester United, with all the intentions in the world, just like Liverpool wanted to, we're trying to do better in attack-wise. But at the end of the day, these guys have got to come in. They've got to translate what they were doing in their previous clubs.
The example,
and better.
Okay, so the example that you made, even though that guy is not performing for them, where are Liverpool on the table?
First.
Okay, what position did they finish last season?
First.
Okay, then we finished.
This guy's moving like Adrian Broner,
No, we went to go buy ready-made for them to have, and if Liverpool can relax on.
No, but they haven't it. See, NK's turned this match preview into a flipping. He always does this, isn't it? He's such a troll. But look,
no, because I'm saying, look,
you're talking about the impact.
Pressure on Mbuemo, to perform.
Who got Sanchez, the goalkeeper for Chelsea, sent off? What was that combination play? Sesko to Mbuemo. Mbuemo gets the goalkeeper sent off. Like 10 men down, brother, 1 man down for them.
We bought goal scorers to come and score. I do not care if they come here and they are tracking back left and right. You are a goal scorer and you are here to score goals. This team need goals. We scored 40 goals last season. We scored, I think, another 40 goals. We need goals. We need longer the days where, remember what do you call it? Daniel James. If we don't need goals and we need people to be right, then go bring Daniel James back, because he would have been working hard without the goals. We need goals, man. We need goals. Don't tell me to chill. We need goals.
We need goals. This is supposed to be a match preview, He's crashing out. NK is crashing out. That's what I'm trying to tell, man.
No, you don't spend money that's gonna go towards midfielders on striker and then tell me to relax because the striker is running. No.
Oh my days.
Because I wanted midfielders. I wanted midfielders, and they didn't get midfielders. So let the striker score goals. Let me see the goals. Why you spend those money? Almost what, 200 million, right?
Bro, listen.
And we got only one goal from them. One goal.
So, bro, to be honest, our fixture
didn't tell a lie though.
Our fixture list has been mad. Like having Arsenal start off here, also having City, who would beat anyone on a normal day. Arsenal
but the thing is, remember what I said? All the seasons, we can't complain. We've got one game a week. We're not traveling to Europe. We've got one. So no matter how our fixture list looks, we've got one game to prepare for weekly.
No, but NK deep.
I saw.
No, I hear you, Edward. But the fixture list hasn't got heated like that yet. It hasn't got heated like that yet. So everyone is on equal playing field until like what?
Stop your relegation mentality right here. Stop your relegation. I saw a Newcastle team with 10 men, scored 2 goals against the league leaders. So don't tell me about fixtures and why they cannot score goals. They need to score goals. They just need to score goals.
Look, the game historically with Manchester United and Brentford, there's goals in it. Trust me, Sesko's getting on that score sheet. And that leads me to ask the question. And Ed, please close us out with the typical 2-goal lead for Manchester. Like, let me know what the scoreline is going to be against Brentford away from home tomorrow, 12:30 p.m. UK time.
We're going for 2-0.
2-0 to who?
We don't get clean sheet. 2-0 to who? I'm just looking at Well, 2-0 to who? Man United or Brentford? Who did you say 2-0 to? I didn't hear you. 2-0 to who?
Who? Look, what do you mean Brentford? Of course he means Manchester United. Yes, to me, man.
Brother, if we couldn't get a clean sheet when the team was 10 men down, and you think we're going to get a clean sheet, Levy versus Levy. Come on, man.
So, if we win 2-0, are you going to come? Are you going to be here for the tomorrow?
I'm always here. I'm always here, unless I'm working. Change it to 3-1. True. Change it to 3-1.
Go on.
2-0. I'm sticking with 2-0. I'll stick with my word. I'll keep the same energy always. Huh?
Look, let me go next because I ain't got time for NK. So my score position, like I said, do you remember like they've lost quite a few people since it's been a difficult. Like they've lost Ivan Toney. You know, these are the teams that's been troubling Manchester United in the past. Ivan Toney, Mbuemo, we've taken him. Weezer, he's obviously gone off to Newcastle. He's injured at the minute now. They lost their biggest asset in their manager as well. He was the biggest, obviously gone Tottenham. And have they lost anyone? And Norgard as well. Did I mention Norgard? Norgard has gone Arsenal. So they've lost quite a number of people. So for me, like that, Brentford, don't get it twisted. Like they can still do damage to Manchester United because Manchester United is just feeble at the back. Pause. But I still see Manchester United being able to get a victory. I can see it, man. Look, for me, Manchester United, I would say,
you know,
I'm gonna say 3-1.
Okay.
3-1 Man United. NK, what's your score prediction?
I'll go.
NK, you're up.
I'll go for a draw. I'll go for a draw. And that's just because obviously I just go for a draw, man. I just don't see this manager being mentally motivated to go get a win. Unless we get a red card or a penalty. I don't see, so unless we get a red card or penalty, but I think it's good. If it's 11v11, then I expect it to be a draw.
Wait.
I don't know if Jim
has Sesko and Mbuemo and Cunha started a game together. I don't know if they have. Look, this is new information. This is gonna be new stuff we're seeing here. Oh
God, man! If the three of them start, we might even play awful if the three of them start together.
Bro, it's gonna be magic, bro. Look, you're gonna have Cunha cutting inside to find Sesko. You're gonna have Mbuemo going out wide, doing what he does, delivering balls. Sesko's gonna be there in the air, just waiting for it. Bang!
Is the hope that kills you? Is the hope that kills you?
Bro, just wait for the magic. Dorgu on the left. You get me? Delo on the right. Defensively, Delo's going to do his thing. Dorgu, again, is going to do his thing. We're going to have Delit in that midfield bossing. We're going to have Bruno Fernandes creating. Kobe Main, who's going to be in there doing his... Look, Man United's getting a W, bro. We're getting a W, bro. Just believe. 2 back-to-back. Get me? 2. Just, bruv, trust me, bro. I can see it, bruv. But anyway, look, Manchester United, we're soon going to be lingering with where we should be, top 4. You get me? So we need this W, and then, yeah. But guys, this was a good... Did I get your... Yeah. Did I get your score predictions, again?
I said 1-1.
1-1. This guy, bruv. Guys, remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on your notification bells. Leave comments in this. Let us know what you think. What's the scoreline going to be? What's the lineup going to be? Do you see Manchester United actually drawing this game? I can't see them drawing this game. We have to win this game. Do you know what I mean? Let me know in the comments your thoughts, man. Until next time, bro. We'll see you after the match. And look, like I said, bro, I'll be here. Is this guy NK going to be here? Is Ed... Actually, Ed's on my side, bro. Look, is NK going to be here?
7 a.m.
Is he going to be here, bro?
Kickoff, so I will be outside at 9 a.m., 10 a.m. I'll be here. Let's
see, bro. You heard it from him. You'll see. Because when Manchester United, when man's praising, man's getting excited, when man's gassed, this guy's going to be telling me, mid-table team mentality. I'm going to be like, bro, 2-2. You get me? 2-2. But guys, smash the like button. Peace.
Peace.